So I think it was 2020 because once upon a time I was a very fond Curtis Samuel owner. Yeah, all right. So it was 2020. So in 2020, this guy Curtis Samuel, he had 97 targets, 77 catches, 851 receiving yards, and three receiving touchdowns, as well as 200 rushing yards on 41 attempts and two rushing touchdowns as well. It seemed like he would get there, no matter which way it was. He was one of the only, well, and he still is, one of these only like legitimate wide receiver running back hybrids. Like he's done it enough where he's more than a Robert Woods, where he's taking a carry here and there, or he's more than a Jonnu Smith taking a carry here and there. He's closer to a guy like Debo Samuel than he is like Robert Woods. Historically, he's not just adding one rushing attempt every couple of games. He's adding one or two per game, and it's pretty valuable. But that's not even why he is the newest must start in fantasy. It's because he's a triple digit target guy every single week. He leads the Washington Commanders in targets, averaging 10 per game. 10 per game. And he has an off week last week with 13.1 fantasy points, his lowest output of the season. And it's just almost impossible to sit this guy. He has 8 rushing attempts. He has 30 targets, 2 touchdowns, 7 catches, 8 catches in his past 3 games. Terry McLaurin is still the guy to own here. I mean, he has 235 receiving yards. He got his 100-yard last week. I still think Terry is the one, but you can't sit a guy like Curtis Samuel in this role. Carson Wentz isn't playing that bad, but I mean, as he sits right now, he's wide receiver 8 overall, and he's just gonna get there. If especially if you're playing PPR, he has these low yak, or these like low like A dot targets where he's getting yak. He's he's gonna get there. It's really hard to set a guy like Curtis Samuel in the year 2022 with Scott Turner. Wait, is it still here? Is it Scott Turner? I think it might be. What? Commanders offensive coordinator. I'm pretty sure it's still Scott Turner. Um. Well, shit. Well, shit. This is a real professional here. Yeah. See, it's Scott Turner still. I believe Scott Turner. Okay, this is some like. I'm digging in the memory banks here. I think Scott Turner was with Curtis Samuel in Carolina when he had this usage. He's carrying over this usage in Washington. I say all this to say you can't sit Curtis Samuel currently. He's facing Dallas and then Tennessee, two defenses that you aren't terrified about. He's gonna get manufacturers touches. He's gonna get targets. You can't sit Curtis Samuel in the year 2022.